Welcome everybody to another episode of Flowin on the Go. Go ahead and roll out your yoga mat, grab your nearest speaker, get that playlist in the description box ready and press play. Start to get settled and I will see you on your mat. So we're gonna get started a little bit different today. I have a strength-based practice planned for us, but I actually wanna give us a moment to just practice a little bit of softness. So from your comfortable seats, feel free to bring your hands to your knees, maybe just rest them in your lap. You can close your eyes if you're comfortable doing that, or maybe simply soften your gaze. And from here, take a big breath in, really fill up your belly. Big breath out, just let it go. And from here, I just offer you the opportunity to just create some space to feel whatever it is that you want to feel. We've had a very heavy few weeks. Well, we've had a very heavy few years, but even more so in light of recent events, a very heavy few weeks. And I often think within yoga spaces, virtual and in person, we have this common phrase of keep what serves you and let go of what doesn't. And I feel like that shit can kind of be really almost like toxic positivity. You have the right to feel whatever it is that you need to feel in that moment, even if it is negative. Let yourself process it and feel it. And so I want to give you that space right now to be able to feel whatever it is, whether it's anger, grief, confusion, Lord knows, a plethora of other emotions that you could possibly be feeling. But just give yourself the space to feel them. Take this moment to just really take them in. And I'm not saying that you're going to find a solution to them just yet, but just notice them because they are valid. As you take this moment, let's take a big breath in, really fill up your belly, fill your rib space, fill your heart space. Big breath out, let it go. Let's do it again. Take a big breath in, take up space, get big. Big breath out and just release everything into the room. And then from here, whenever you feel you're ready, we're actually going to get started lying on our back. So feel free to find whatever comfortable posture it is for you today. Maybe it's legs extended. If you'd like to get more into your hips, feel free to bring your feet together and knees out wide for Supta Parakanasa. If you feel like you need some openness to receive whatever it is that you need to receive from your practice today, you can lie with your hands by your sides, palms facing up. Or if you need some physical grounding to just recenter yourself, feel free to bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. Again, once you've reached your starting posture, maybe close your eyes if you're comfortable. Maybe just soften your gaze. Take a big breath in. Big breath out, grow heavy. Let's do it again. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Let go of the strain that you're holding on to in your body. And from here, gently seal your lips. Begin to intentionally lengthen your inhales and exhales. Start to create a mindful connection to your breath. And as you start to ride this wave of your inhales and exhales, notice where you can begin to let go physically, scanning your body from head to toe, starting with your facial features and ending at your toes. And if setting an intention or a mantra today for your practice is something that you'd like to do, feel free to do so now. Maybe it's a word like peace, openness, grounding. Maybe it's a phrase like I am brave, I am creative, I am confident. Whatever it is that you feel like you need to hold on to today. Let that word or that phrase power you through your home practice. And as always, before we get started, a gentle reminder to please move in ways that feel organic and authentic to you today in this moment. As we start to move, if that means at any point you need to take a rest, please feel free to do so without shame. If you need to build strength today, feel free to add on as many layers as you'd like. Meet your practice, meet your body, your heart, your mind, where you're at in this moment. Your practice yesterday doesn't matter. The practice that you hope to have tomorrow doesn't matter. Let's practice the art of presence. Today is enough. Let's take another big, deep breath in, maybe the biggest inhale you've taken all day. Big breath out, let it go. And from here, if your eyes were closed, gently blink them open. And then simply hug your knees in toward your chest. Give yourself a tight squeeze, show yourself some love. Maybe create some circles on your lower back, giving yourself a little massage. And from here, tee out your arms to either side of your mat. Take a big breath in with your knees at center. And as you exhale, just gently let your knees fall to the left. Roll your right shoulder back to stay open through your chest. Inhale your knees through center. Exhale, take them over to the other side. And start to move back and forth here on your own, just for a few rounds on each side. Taking it as a time to check in. Notice how everything is feeling from your shoulders all the way down to your hips. And the next time your knees come through center, let's pause. And we'll come into a supine spinal twist. So keep your right knee hugged in towards your chest. Gently extend through your left leg, and then we'll twist to the left. So guide your right knee up and over to the left. Again, roll your right shoulder back to stay open through your chest. Feel free to look back at your right hand if you'd like. Maybe close your eyes. Take a full breath in. Think length through your spine here. Big breath out. Just let gravity melt you into your twist. We're here for one more inhale. As you exhale, gently release, come through center, hug your knees in towards your chest just to reset your pelvis real quick. And then we'll take it to the other side. So keep your left knee hugged in, and then we'll twist to the right. You might notice some differences in regards to tightness between right and left sides. That's okay. Remember, we all have dominant and non-dominant sides. Never force a stretch. Let's take a big breath in. Big breath out, let it go. And then from here, we'll come through center, but keep your left knee hugged in towards your chest. We're going to start to build a little bit of strength here. So think about engaging through your core by drawing your belly button to spine and pressing your lower back into the mat. And then if you'd like a little bit more, maybe lift your head and shoulders here. And from here, you can stay here or maybe hover your right foot. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, we'll switch. So hug your right knee in and extend through your left leg. And let's start to move back and forth on your own pace. Take your time. Really keeping the integrity of your core by pressing your lower back into the mat. If your head and shoulders are lifted, try to keep your head and neck as relaxed as possible. And then even though we're starting to warm up through our core here, also think about opening up through the front of your hip of your extended leg. So really push through that extended heel to feel that stretch to the front of your hip. Let's take a couple more each way. And the next time your left knee is hugged in, pause. From here, keep the shape of your legs. Interlace your hands behind your head, and then we'll just twist to the left here for a bicycle hold. Find your fullest expression on this side, whatever that means for you. If you would like to add on, maybe lift your elbow up a little bit higher, bring your knee a little bit closer. If at any point you feel like you need to take away, just plant your extended leg. Let's take a big breath in. Exhale, twist to the right and hold. Again, you may notice that what feels good for you on one side may be a little bit different than what you need on the other side. That's okay. Take a big breath in. Exhale, gently release. Hug your knees in toward your chest. Give yourself a tight squeeze. And then we'll make our way to tabletop, hands and knees. From your table, stack your wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. We'll go for a round of cat-cow here. So as you inhale, drop your belly and look up. As you exhale, curl everything in, tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone. Inhale, drop your belly and look up. Exhale, curl in. Let's take a few rounds of breath here on your own. Feel free to stay in between these two places, or maybe add some side to side movements, shift into your hips, roll into your shoulders. Notice what would feel good for you at this point in your practice. Let's take a couple more rounds of breath. And then we'll meet back in a neutral tabletop here. From here, we're going to open up through our wrists and forearms. So gently flip your fingertips to face your knees. If this is enough, feel free to just stay here and breathe. If you'd like a little bit more, take a big breath in. And then as you exhale, just gently shift your hip back toward your heels. Inhale as you rock forward. Exhale as you sit back. Let's take just a few more here. And then the next time you rock forward, gently unwind your fingertips so that they're facing the top of your mat. Let's start to build a little bit of strength here. So actively press your hands into the mat to light up through your arms. Re-engage through your core by drawing your belly button to spine. Tuck your toes downward. Feel free to stay here if this is enough, or if you want another layer, maybe hover your knees 2 inches off the mat. Breathe deep, whichever variation you decided to take. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Take a big breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. It's our first down dog of the day, so feel free to pedal it out. Bend into your knees, shift into your hips. Let your head hang heavy, maybe shake it out. And then within the next breath or so, we'll come into stillness in our down dog. Let's set up for a strong foundation here. So spread those fingertips out wide. Think about pressing into all 10 fingertips, especially your thumb and index finger to protect your wrists. Relax your head and neck. Again, let it hang heavy. Actively press your chest back towards your legs. Send your hips up towards the ceiling. Sink into your heels, even if they don't touch the mat. That's okay. Lord knows mine don't. Take a full breath in. Fill up your belly. Big breath out, let it go. On an inhale, we'll come up onto our tippy toes. Exhale, sink your heels. Inhale onto your tippy toes. Exhale, sink your heels. One more time. Inhale onto your tippy toes. This time, look forward. And as you exhale, simply step up to the top of your space. From here, on an inhale, let's take a halfway lift, flat back, long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Think about rolling your shoulders down your back. Send your hips to the wall behind you. Keep that bend in your knees. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root through your feet to rise. Reach all the way up to the sky. As you exhale, we'll swan dive forward. Sweep your hands to either side of your hips. Bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, plant your hands. Step back to high plank and hold. We're going to spend some time here, so please feel free to come down to your knees at any point. Maybe come down to your forearms if that would feel better for your wrists. Again, let's set up for a strong foundation. So press those arms into the mat like you're trying to dome through your upper back. Keep that engagement of your belly. Think about tucking your hip underneath you to lengthen through your lower back and engage your glutes. Strong legs, so squeeze your quads. Take a full breath in. As you exhale, keep your elbows hugged in tight and lower all the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes. Inhale, baby cobra. Roll your shoulders back in to lift your chest. Hold here. We're going to spend some time here, so start to breathe. Press the tops of your feet into your mat to really light up through your legs. Engage through your belly to protect your lower back. Keep those elbows hugged in tight. Relax your shoulders away from your ears, and then look directly out in front of you towards the floor to keep your neck nice and long. Take a big breath in. Exhale, tuck your toes, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Big breath out. On your next inhale, come up onto your tippy toes and look forward. And as you exhale, simply step up to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root through your feet to rise. Reach all the way up to the sky. As you exhale, hinge from your hips, forward fold. Let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, take a big step back with your right foot. Bring your right knee down. Send your fingertips up towards the sky for low lunge. Relax your shoulders away from your ears here. Feel free to bring your hands to heart center at any point if that would feel better for your shoulders. So we're going to build a little bit of strength in this low lunge. So think about really rooting down into your front foot and then engage through your belly. Think about pulling your left heel, so your front heel back towards your knee, like back towards this knee, and then this knee up towards your heel. And immediately you'll start to feel this hamstring light up. You'll feel this hip flexor light up. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, you feel free to stay here, or if you want a little bit more, maybe hover your back knee 2 inches off the mat. Breathe here. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Take a big breath in. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back to high plank. We're in high plank for a big breath in. As you exhale, open up to side plank. It doesn't matter which side you take first because we're going to do both. Again, we're going to spend a few breaths here, so please feel free to find your variation. Maybe it's stacked feet. Feel free to take staggered feet. Maybe it means bringing your bottom knee down. Feel free to come down to your forearm as well, if that would feel better for you. Take a full breath in. Big breath out. Inhale as you come through center, high plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes. Inhale, baby cobra. Again, hold here. Press the tops of your feet into the mat. Engage through your belly. Hug your elbows in. Feel free to stay here, or maybe if this time you want more, hover your hands. Breathe here. Full breath in. Exhale, gently release. From here, tuck your toes, engage through your legs, either push through plank or tabletop, and make your way to downward facing dog. Take a full breath in, big breath out. On your next inhale, send your right leg high. Exhale, open and stretch, bend your right knee, let your heel fall towards your butt. If you notice that your right shoulder wants to open up to the right, gently rotate it back down, square your shoulders towards your mat. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, take a big step forward with your right foot. Bring your left knee down. Send your fingertips up towards the sky, or maybe bring your hands to heart center for your low lunge. Again, relax your shoulders away from your ears. Engage through your belly. Root down through that front foot. This time, pull your right heel back, pull your left knee forward. Feel that strength start to build. And then again, you can stay here, or if you want more, hover your back knee 2 inches off the mat. Breathe deep. For 5, 4, 3, 2, take a big breath in. Exhale, plant your hands and simply step up to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Sit your hips low, reach high, chair pose. Start to shift your weight into your heels, sink into your hips to engage your glutes. Keep that integrity of your core to protect your lower back. Feel free to reach for the ceiling or maybe bring your hands to heart center, but relax your shoulders away from your ears. Take a full breath in, big breath out. We're here for one more inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. This time as you exhale, take a big step back with your left foot. We'll keep our left hand planted and twist to the right. So really root down into that front foot, pull your right hip back, left hip forward, strong through your back leg. Feel free to come down to your back knee at any point if you feel like you need to take away. Or if you'd like to add on here, maybe hover your left fingertips off the mat. Breathe deep. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Take a big breath in. Exhale, plant both hands. Step back to high plank. And then from your plank, take a big breath in. Exhale, side plank on the opposite side. Again, find your variation here. Maybe it's the same as what you took on the other side. Maybe it's different. Full breath in. Big breath out. We're here for one more inhale. Exhale, come through center. Or in our high plank for the breath in. Exhale, hug your elbows in tight, lower all the way down to your belly. From here, we're gonna play with half locust. So interlace your hands behind your back, roll your shoulders back. Before we even start to move, press the tops of your feet into the mat to keep yourselves grounded. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, roll your shoulders back to lift your chest. Engage through your belly here. Think about staying long through your spine rather than compressing through your lower back. Breathe here. Full breath in. Exhale, gently release. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Again, start to get really strong through your legs. Engage through your belly. Either push through plank or tabletop and make your way to downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. On your next inhale, we'll send our left leg high. Exhale, open and stretch. Bend your left knee, let your heel fall towards your butt. Rotate your left shoulder back down if you notice that it's starting to open up. Big breath in. Exhale, big step forward with your left foot. This time your right hand stays planted. We twist to the left. This time pull your left hip back, right hip forward. Feel free to come down to your back knee if you'd like, or again, if you want more, maybe hover your right fingertips off the mat. Breathe here. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, plant both hands and simply step up to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root through your feet to rise. Reach all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hinge from your hips, forward fold, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, plant your hands. Step back to high plank and lower all the way down to your belly. We're gonna take a second round of locust here, but we're gonna add our legs. So interlace your hands behind your back, roll your shoulders back. Engage through your belly here, take a big breath in. And then as you exhale, lift your shoulders. Maybe this time you add your feet by using the strength of your glutes and legs to lift. Breathe here. One more breath in. Exhale, gently release. Bring your hands to either sides of your shoulders. Take a big breath in. Exhale, child's pose. Send your hips back towards your heels. Take a rest. Maybe grab some water here if you feel like you need it. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. We're in child's pose for just one more breath in. And then as you exhale, make your way to downward facing dog. From your down dog, on your next inhale, send your right leg high. As you exhale, take a big step forward with your right foot. Bring your left knee down. Send your fingertips up towards the sky, low lunge. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, we'll come into a half splits. So send your hips back as you slowly straighten through your front leg. Feel free to fly your fingertips behind you, or maybe bring your fingertips down towards your mat, whatever would feel better for you. Inhale as you rock forward, low lunge. Exhale, sit back, half splits. One more time. Inhale, low lunge. This time as you exhale, we'll come into airplane lunge. So lean and reach over your front leg as you pop your back knee up. Pull that right hip back, left hip forward. Sink into your lunge, but make sure that your knee isn't going over your toe. Keep that engagement of your belly so you're just not dumping the weight of your torso over your front leg. Take a full breath in. Exhale, cartwheel open, warrior two. So shimmy around, find the stance that feels comfortable for your hips. Again, make sure that when you sink into your lunge that your knee stays in line with your ankle. Back foot is parallel with the back of your mat as best as you can comfortably. Really root down to the outer edge of that back foot to light up through your back leg. Actively reach for opposite sides of the room. On an inhale, we'll reverse. Reach up and back with your right fingertips. Stay low in your lunge. Exhale, side angle. Right elbow to your right knee, or maybe your fingertips down towards your space. Inhale, reverse. Reach up and back. Exhale, side angle. One more time. Inhale, reverse. Lift up out of your hip. Exhale, side angle, and pause. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, we'll come through center into an easy twist. So come up onto your back toes. Plant your left hand. We'll open up to the right. From here, we're going to come into a side plank. So come onto the outer edge of your left foot and then find your variation. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, come through center, high plank. So a couple options here. You can stay in your plank, maybe add a push-up if you'd like, and then open up to side plank on the opposite side. And we'll start to move back and forth in between those places. Inhale as you come through center, option for the push-up. Exhale as you open up into your side plank. Let's take a couple more on each side. If you decided to take the push-up, you always have the option of coming down to your knees if that would feel better for you. And then once you are even on both sides, the next time you come through center, lower all the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes. From here, we're going to come into a Superman. So extend your arms overhead. Just like we have with our unsupported baby cobra and locust, engage through your belly. Take a big breath in. And then as you exhale, lift your arms, lift your legs. Actively reach for opposite sides of the room. Stay long through your spine. Full breath in. Big breath out. We're here for one more inhale. Exhale, gently release. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. We're here for the breath in. Exhale, child's pose. Send your hips back towards your heels. Full breath in. Big breath out. Let's spend another breath here. And then we'll meet back in downward facing dog. From your down dog, on your next inhale, send your left leg high. Exhale, take a big step forward with your left foot. Bring your right knee down. Send your fingertips up towards the sky, low lunge. Take a big breath in. Exhale, half splits. Option to fly your fingertips behind you. Maybe bring them down towards your mat. Inhale, rock forward, low lunge. Exhale, sit back, half splits. Inhale, rock forward into your low lunge. This time as you exhale, we'll come into airplane lunge. So lean and reach over that front leg, pop your back knee up, pull that left hip back, right hip forward, engage your belly. Maybe sink a little bit deeper into your lunge here. Take a big breath in. Exhale, cartwheel open, warrior two. Again, find your stance on this side. It might be a little bit different than what you needed on the other side. That's okay. From your warrior, on an inhale, we'll reverse. Reach up and back with your left fingertips. Exhale, side angle, left elbow to your left knee, or maybe your fingertips down towards your space. Inhale, reverse, reach up and back. Exhale, side angle. One more time. Inhale, we'll reverse. Exhale, side angle and pause. Take a full breath in. As you exhale, we'll come through center into our twist. So plant your right hand, come up onto your back toes. Let's open up to the left. Full breath in. Exhale, side plank. Come onto the outer edge of your right foot. Find your side plank variation. Take a big breath in. Exhale, come through center plank. Again, option to add the push-up. Come back through plank, and then we'll open up the side plank on the opposite side. Let's start to move back and forth at your own pace. Take your time. Option to add the push-up, option to skip it. If you feel like you need it, maybe come down to your knees for the push-up. Let's take a couple more each way. And once you're even on both sides, the next time you come through center plank, pause. Take a full breath in. Exhale, lower to your belly. Untuck your toes. From here, we're going to play with floor bow. So, a few options here. If you've never taken floor bow before, a great way to start is single arm and single leg. So just reach back with your right hand and grab your right foot while your left hand and left foot stay planted. If grabbing a hold of your foot is not something that's comfortable for you, just reach back for your foot and then bend your right knee. So what you want to think about doing is kicking your right foot into your right hand to slowly create a mini back bend here. Engage through your glute, roll your right shoulder back. If you're just reaching, you can just create that same motion. So think about lifting your hip up, reaching back with those right fingertips. Full breath in, big breath out. From here, release, and then we'll take it to the other side. So reaching back with your left hand for your left foot. Maybe you make the connection, maybe not, that's okay. And then again, lift your foot, lift your arm, roll your left shoulder back, engage through your left glute. Full breath in, big breath out. Gently release. If you've had enough, feel free to rest here. If you want to try full bow, floor bow, take a hold of both of your feet with your hands. Roll your shoulders back. Take a full breath in. As you exhale, push your feet into your hands to lift your chest, lift your feet up towards the ceiling. Keep a nice long neck here. Hug your inner thighs together. Full breath in. Big breath out. Gently release. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. We're here for the breath in. Exhale, child's pose. Let's spend a full round of breath here. Feel free to grab some water. And then from here, walk your hands back to meet your knees at the back of your mat. Have a seat. And we'll come into a simple twist just to wring out our spine. So as you inhale, reach your fingertips up towards the sky. As you exhale, we'll twist to the left. So bring your right hand to your left knee, your left fingertips back behind you. Roll your shoulders back to stay open through your chest. Full breath in. Big breath out. Inhale as you come through center, send your fingertips up. Exhale, we'll twist to the right. Inhale as you come through center, send your fingertips up. As you exhale, plant your hands and then just make your way onto your back. From here, hug your knees in toward your chest, give yourself a tight squeeze. And then plant your feet about hip distance apart. Cross your right ankle on top of your left knee. Feel free to stay here if this is enough, maybe press into your right knee, or if you want more, feel free to hug your thighs up toward your chest. Breathe into the back of your right hip. Full breath in. Big breath out. We're here for one more inhale. As you exhale, release the clasp of your thigh if you took it. Keep your legs in this figure 4 shape, and then just let your legs fall to the left. Roll your right shoulder back to stay open through your chest. Really root down into your right foot. Then think about actively pressing your right knee away from you. You start to feel a nice stretch to the front of your right hip. Full breath in. Big breath out. Gently come through center, but keep your legs in this shape. And then just let them fall to the right. And now the weight of your right ankle will start to open up to the front of your left hip. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Gently release, come through center, unwind, hug your knees in toward your chest to reset your pelvis. And from here, I offer you a happy baby. So maybe grabbing the outer edges of your feet, maybe you just grab your ankles or maybe the outer edges of your thighs. Think about guiding your knees down towards the mat. Flex your ankles up to protect the integrity of your ankle joint. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Slightly tuck your chin to stay long through your spine. Feel free to stay in stillness so you can rock from side to side. Give yourself a little massage. Take a big breath in. Exhale, gently release. Hug your knees in toward your chest. And then we'll take that to the other side. So plant your feet. This time cross your left ankle on top of your right knee. Feel free to stay here and maybe just press into your left knee. Or if you'd like to add on, again, hug your thighs up toward your chest. This time breathe into the back of your left hip. Full breath in. Big breath out. Again, release the clasp of your hands if you took it. Keep your legs in this figure 4 shape. This time legs fall over to the right. Really root down through your left foot. And then again, think about using your muscles to push your left knee away from you to feel that stretch to the front of your left hip. Maybe close your eyes here if you're comfortable doing so. Take a full breath in, fill up your belly. Big breath out. And then again, keeping your legs in this shape, gently come through center, and then let your legs fall to the left, so the weight of your left ankle starts to open through the front of your right hip. We're here for one more inhale. Exhale, gently release. Come through center, hug your knees in toward your chest. And then from here, interlace your hands behind your head. Start to curl into a tight ball. Create as much tension as you possibly can. So guide your chest up towards your knees up towards your chest. Take a full breath in. Exhale, release into your Shavasana. So extend your legs. Rest with your arms by your sides, palms facing up. Maybe close your eyes if you'd like. Take a full breath in. Fill up your belly. Feel your ribs expand. Feel your chest rise. Big breath out, let it go, and rest. And I will guide you out in a couple of minutes. Take a full breath in, fill up your belly. Big breath out, let it go. Again, let's take a big breath in, take up space. Big breath out, let it go. Start to return to the natural rhythm of your breath. And whenever you feel ready to start waking up, maybe start to invite those little movements into your body. Wiggling through your fingers and toes, circling through your joint spaces. Rocking your head from side to side. And from here, I offer you a full body stretch, extending your fingertips overhead. Actively reach for the wall above you and point your toes. Reach for the wall beneath you with your feet. Get as long as you possibly can here. Take a full breath in. Exhale, hug your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a tight squeeze. Show yourself a little bit of love and gratitude for how you just cared for yourself in body and in mind. And in your own time, roll onto one side, right or left. And spend a full round of breath on your side before pressing yourself up to a comfortable seat. Once you've made it to your seat, you can bring your hands to your knees, maybe rest them in your lap. Feel free to bring your hands to heart center if you'd like. Option to close your eyes or maybe simply soften your gaze. And we'll end by taking a full round of breath together. As you inhale, inhale strength. And as you exhale, exhale ease into the space around you. Honoring that balance that we need in life between strength and ease. Thank you so much for taking the time for yourself. The light in me honors, reflects, and is ever appreciative of the light within you. Namaste.